What's going on, fam? If I'm gonna get a video in this week, it's not gonna be cool hot rod stuff. So this week we've got a 2020 Ford Escape. My dad just bought that for a really good deal and got it for my third daughter because she really needs a car. But we got to get this thing to Ohio, and it needs all the interior done, and then we got some repairs to do to it, and then we're gonna be taking a trip to Ohio.
Hey, like and subscribe if you want to see more transformations like this and more hot rod builds. Also, we do a lot of fishing. If you're into that sort of thing, like I said, give us a like and subscribe.
So, everyone was hollering that the brakes are really noisy and grindy, and I could look at the rotors and tell. I could see the pads and I could tell there's plenty of pads, but what it has is semi-metallic brake pads. and I'm not a fan of those. They're noisy, they tear up rotors, and they do stop really hard and good because there's metal in them, but all around they leave steel dust all over your rims. They eat up your rotors, leave that steel dust all over your rims, and they're just a rust issue. And like I said, they eat up the rotors, so your rotors end up all ground up. So I prefer ceramic brake pads. So we're gonna slap some ceramic brake pads on this thing. That should fix that noise that Dad don't like, which is grinding. Sounds bad. So a very important tech note here. The newer Fords after this year, like 2020, require you to put the EBCM into brake service mode before you work on the brakes. Otherwise, it's going to throw a brake code. So you'll need to look that up and figure out how to put your vehicle into brake service mode if you have electronic assisted brakes. This is a piston compressor, or caliper compressor, whichever you prefer to call it. Alright, let's get new brakes on this side. Don't do this unless you really are good. Yeah, you'll strip a bolt so quick, but I've done that a few 100 million times, so it's an acquired skill. Well, I mean, it's not an acquired skill. You operating it with a feather and getting the feel for it. That's an acquired skill. Just put them on with your fingers. Not too hateful. Give that a little bit to dry. Cool, whatever you want to call it.
So what we're doing here is a paintless dent repair. Basically, I'm using a special hot glue and a solution that preps the surface. I glue that to the side of the vehicle, and then I have a jig that I put on there that will pull outwards on it. This is a pretty small dent. These are actually usually for bigger dents, but I tried to just put it in a little spot, see if we could pull it out. It pulled it out some, but not all the way. There's another special solution I'm about to put on that will release that glue so that it doesn't remove the paint. I always just give it a little shot to see if it'll come off easy.
I can already tell by how far it spread that it did not work. Can't see it yet. Stuck really good. Yeah, I kind of figured it didn't work. I'll try it again in the center with just a little bit of glue. This one might just be too small to pull out with this type of puller. And I don't have anything smaller. I felt like it popped. Still awfully wide though. Ah! Cut that out mostly.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed the transformation of this vehicle. And if you find value in what we do, why don't you like and subscribe? Also, we have an upcoming project that's going to be pretty exciting. We are going to try to achieve super car power out of an old diesel work truck.